Dear friends, welcome to this science class. In the last class, we discussed about the refraction as well as we discussed about the refraction through a glass slab. In that topic, we discussed about the laws of refraction. We discussed about the two laws of refraction. Those are nothing but the first law. Incident ray, refracted ray, normal to the point of interface of the incident, all lies in the same plane for the same color or for any given color or any given two mediums. In the same manner, we discussed about the second law, that is nothing but ratio of the sin of angle of incidence to the sin of angle of refraction is always remains constant for any given two color, for any given color and any given two medium. Right? That law is nothing but Snell's law. The law is known as Snell's law. In the same manner, by using that law only, we concluded about the refractive index. We studied about the refractive index. Refractive index is nothing but the ratio of sin of angle of incidence to the sin of angle of refraction. Now, what is the use of refractive index? In the last class only we studied that refractive index is going to give us the extent of the refraction. It is going to give us the intensity of the refraction or extent of the refraction. How much the refraction is going to occur, which is can be found out by the refractive index. In the last class only we studied about the refractive index, nothing but it is also the ratio of the speed of velocity in the vacuum to the speed of velocity in that medium. Right, nothing but Nm equal to, if you remember, Nm is nothing but refractive index of that medium. It is known as absolute refractive index. It is known as absolute refractive index. That is nothing but it is given as C divided by V. It is nothing but it is given as how? It is given as sin I divided by sin R. Sin I divided by sin R. Remember one thing. Absolute refractive index is nothing but it is the refractive index of that given medium. Now, for example, I am taking the gas medium. I have to find out the absolute refractive index of the gas medium. I should compare it with the vacuum medium. Vacuum medium is a reference point. Like if 35% is a reference point for the passing, in the same manner, a vacuum medium is the reference point for the each and every medium. So that when we calculate the absolute refractive index of any medium, we are going to compare the speed of that medium with the what? That medium with the vacuum medium. For that reason, any absolute refractive index can be calculated by using the formula Nm equal to C divided by E, V equal to sin I divided by sin R. Where N is the refractive index, M is nothing but medium. Absolute refractive index of that medium is equal to C divided by V. That is equal to sin I divided by sin R. That is nothing but C is nothing but speed of light. C is nothing but speed of light in vacuum. In the same manner, V is nothing but speed of light in that medium. Speed of light in that medium. Right? That is nothing but if I take a medium, the below medium is gas medium. I have to find out the refractive index of this medium. I have to take the above medium as vacuum medium. Above medium as vacuum medium. That is nothing but the light is coming in this direction and it will be bent towards the normal like this. In the same manner, everything should be calculated like this about the absolute refractive index. Right? We should calculate all the absolute refractive index like this. Now in the textbook, if you see that, in the textbook they are given that absolute refractive index of that, they are given a table of the absolute refractive index of the different materials or different mediums. Absolute refractive index of the different medium they are given in the textbook. They are only for the calculation purpose. They are not going to ask in the examination that write the refractive index of this medium, that medium. They will ask for the calculation of those refractive index in the examination, but they will never ask the value of the refractive index of some mediums. So they have to just go through those things. Don't remember those things. Memorize those things. Just go through those things and analyze the refractive index of different mediums and logically think that which medium has the highest refractive index and which medium has the lowest refractive index. What do you mean by the highest refractive index and what do you mean by the lowest refractive index? Why the refractive index of this medium is high? Why the refractive index of this medium is low? You should analyze those things. You should come to a conclusion by using those things. So then I am going to check for the air medium. The air medium, the refractive index of the air medium is given in the textbook, that is nothing but it is equal to 1.0003. 1.0003. That is nothing but the extent of refraction which is going to happen in the gas medium or air medium. Either take the gas medium or air medium. Air is nothing but gas. It is equal to 1.00003. That is very less. The refraction amount in the gas medium will be very less. How? We will check. Therefore, Ng equal to what we have to write? We have to take C divided by V. C divided by V. Therefore, 1.0003 equal to what is the value of C? That is nothing but 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by V is nothing but how much? It is equal to question mark. We don't know. Therefore, V equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 1.0003, which will be equal to 2.9997 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. 2.997 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. When you compare the values of this speed in the air medium, speed of the light in the gas medium, in the same manner, speed of the light in vacuum medium, there is no such difference. There is no such difference. Light is almost traveling with the same speed. If the light is traveling with the same speed, that means the extent of the refraction is very less. It is very less. If it is very less, that means our ratio, our constant value will become very small. That is nothing but 1.0003. Right? If they ask in the examination, what do you mean by 1.0003 refractive index of gas medium? We have to write that the ratio of the speed of the light in the vacuum to the speed of the light of that gas medium is having the ratio of 1.0003. And also we can write that by using this value you can say that the refraction amount in the gas medium will be very less due to this ratio. That is nothing but 1.0003. If I take another example here, if they are given the example of benzene, right? Refractive index of benzene. In the table only they are given benzene and the refractive index of 1.5. 1.5. Absolute refractive index of the benzene is given as 1.5. Now what we have to do? We have to find out the speed of the light in the benzene. So that we are going to find out that like this. Nb equal to, Nb is nothing but benzene, or you can write N benzene. It is the refractive index of benzene is equal to C divided by V. We are calculating the absolute refractive index. Remember those things. Absolute refractive index. What is the value of C? That is nothing but 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second divided by what is the value of V? We don't know. N benzene is nothing but 1.5. So that directly I am going to do calculation here. 1.5 1 is 1.5 2 is. Therefore, V equal to how much? It is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That is nothing but speed of the light in the benzene is 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So that we can say that if you check the difference between the speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in the benzene, it is less in the benzene. It is very less in the benzene. When you check here, it is higher in the air medium. When you compare air medium with the benzene medium, there is a lot of difference in the speed of light. So that we can say that by analyzing the speed of light, by using the refractive index, we can say that in air medium, the refraction amount will be less. In the same manner, in benzene medium, the refraction amount will be high. The extent of the refraction will be higher. Right? So that we can say that if the increase in the absolute refractive index is going to increase the absolute refractive index is going to increase the amount of refraction. Right? That is nothing but if absolute refractive index increases, if absolute refractive index increases, amount of refraction is also increases. Amount of refraction is also increases. In the examination, if they ask the question, if a medium A having the refractive index of 1.2, another medium having refractive index of 1.6, tell us which one has the maximum amount of refraction, in which medium the maximum amount of refraction is going to happen. We can directly say that the medium which is having the refractive index of 1.6 is having the more extent of refraction. Why? Due to the high refractive index. Due to that, the speed of light in that medium will be going to get reduced, so that refraction is going to get higher. Right? It is going to get higher. In the same manner, in that medium, angle of refraction is going to get reduced. The angle of refraction in case of high refractive index will be less. It will be less. We are going to discuss in the next section. After that, but just remember those things. I think it is clear all about the absolute refractive index. Right? Absolute refractive index is nothing but refractive index of that medium. We are going to calculate the, or we are going to see refractive index of that medium. It is in case of calculating refractive index of the medium, that medium in comparison with the which medium? Vacuum medium. What if here the vacuum medium is present? When you see the around, when you see the glass, when you see the water, when you see the benzene solution, when you see the air medium, is there any vacuum medium is present? No. That means light is going to travel from air medium to the glass medium, or liquid medium to the glass medium, or glass medium to the air medium. So that light is not traveling from the vacuum medium to the glass medium directly. So that we should calculate the refractive index of the medium with respect to another medium. We have to calculate refractive index with one medium with respect to another medium. Right? It is respect with the vacuum medium. Now we are going to calculate the refractive index of different mediums with the different medium. So that I am going to calculate absolute refractive index. Absolute refractive index is over. Sorry, it is just only refractive index. So we can call it as relative refractive index. Relative refractive index. There is nothing but refractive index. Let an example. Here is a medium. It is the interface of two mediums. Let this be the medium, whatever we call it as medium 1, and this will be the medium 2. This will be the medium 1 and this will be the medium 2. Assume that light is traveling from medium 1 to the medium 2. Assume that light is traveling from medium 1 to the medium 2. Like this. Medium 1 to the medium 2. That this will be the denser medium. This will be the denser medium and this will be the rarer medium. Right? This will be the sine of angle of I and this will be the angle R. Angle of incidence and angle of refraction. Right? We don't know those mediums. Now, when you calculate the refractive index of this medium, you should take the with respect to first medium. Why light is traveling from the first medium to the second medium? So that we can say that refractive index of second medium, refractive index of second medium with respect to the first medium can be given as refractive index of second medium with respect to the first medium can be given as N21. That is nothing but refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium. Refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium. That is nothing but we can give as what is the refractive index of the second medium? Absolute refractive index of the second medium. It will be N2. It will be N2 divided by what is the refractive index of the first medium? It will be N1. Why? We are calculating, we are going to calculate the refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium. Let the speed of light in this medium will be v1 and this medium will be v2. Right? That is nothing but n21 is equal to n2 divided by n1. That is nothing but the ratios of the absolute refractive index of these two mediums. So then when you take the n2 value, how we are going to calculate the n2? n2 is nothing but c divided by v2. C divided by v2, that is nothing but absolute refractive index. The same as n1, it will be nothing but c divided by v1. C get cancelled. Right? That is nothing but 1 by v2 into v1. That can be written as v1 divided by v2. That can be written as v1 divided by v2. That is nothing but n21 is equal to nothing but v1 divided by v2. So there we can say that refractive index of the second medium, that is nothing but refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium. When light traveling from one medium to the second medium, from first medium to the second medium, we can say that refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first medium is ratio of the speed of the light in first medium to the speed of the light in the second medium. So that you can write as n21 equal to speed of the light in medium 1, speed of the light in medium 1 divided by speed of the light divided by speed of the light in medium 2. Speed of the light in medium 1 to the speed of the light in medium 2, that is nothing but v1 divided by v2. That is nothing but sin I divided by sin r. That is nothing but sin I divided by sin r. Right? It is all about the relative refractive index between the two medium. When light is traveling from the first medium to the second medium, the refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium can be given as the speed of the light in the first medium to the speed of the light in the second medium. It can be given like this. Right? You just remember that. If you don't remember this thing, just remember that refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium will be n2 divided by n1. n2 is nothing but absolute refractive index, n1 is nothing but absolute refractive index of the medium 1. So that by solving those equations you directly come to an answer that is nothing but v1 divided by v2. Right? I hope this is clear. Now next we are going to see that opposite of that thing, that is nothing but if I take a medium again, medium interface, if I take the light ray which is traveling from this medium to the second medium like this, if I draw a normal, if I take this medium as second medium, I may take this medium as first medium, opposite of that thing, opposite of this diagram. Now in this case we have to calculate the refractive index of, we have to calculate the refractive index of the first medium. Refractive index of the first medium with respect to the second medium, which can be given as n12. That is nothing but refractive index of the first medium with respect to the second medium, which can be given as n12. That is equal to n1 divided by n2. Right? Absolute refractive index of the first medium divided by refractive index of the second medium. That can be written as c divided by v1 whole divided by c divided by v2. V, c get cancelled. The denominator becomes numerator, so that we can write it as v2 divided by v1. That is nothing but n12 is equal to v2 divided by v1. That is nothing but that is equal to speed of the light. Speed of the light in medium 2 divided by speed of the light in medium 1. Speed of the light in medium 1. Right? Refractive index of the first medium with respect to second medium, when light is traveling from the second medium to the first medium, can be given as speed of the light in the second medium to the speed of the light in the first medium. In the same manner, refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first medium when light is traveling from the first medium to the second medium can be given as speed of the light in the first medium to the speed of the light in the second medium. That is nothing but v1 divided by v2. Here it is nothing but the v2 divided by v1. That is nothing but the speed of light in v2 divided by v1. The same manner absolute refractive index is nothing but can be given as speed of the light in vacuum medium to the speed of light in that medium. I hope this much is clear about the refractive index. In the next section we are going to discuss further about those things. Up to that point, just solve the text questions which are projected in the page number 176. Solve all those 5 questions. On the page number 176 there are 5 text questions. Try to solve all those questions. Those are easy. Try to understand those things and try to solve those questions and come to a conclusion, come to an answer. In the next class I am going to discuss further about those things, and in the next class we are going to start with the spherical lenses. In that spherical lenses again we required compass, scale, lead pen. So be ready with those things, be ready with those diagrams. Right, up to that point, thank you, take care.